Yo, what the deal? It's your boy Open Man. Excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather. It's cold weather, got a nigga sinuses and chest all clogged up and shit, but just want to take this time to address a few things I've come across. Really, I just want to drop some knowledge on y'all. Really, I ain't trying to really address anything. I'm just trying to drop knowledge. Y'all know I'll be posting a lot of crazy shit, funny shit, spiritual shit, educational shit. I just be trying to get y'all laugh and make y'all think. Whatever. I ain't really got no beef or no personal vendettas against nobody. You know what I'm saying? Anything I post on Facebook, whether it should be long-winded or short, it's just speaking in general, man. I ain't trying to pass the time. So whoever the fuck don't like me because of the shit that I be posting, whatever, get a life, get over it. I'm still gonna do me. But anyway, guess I'll get into what I wanted to talk about or drop knowledge on. I think I was scrolling the other day. I don't know what I don't even remember the girl name, but because I think it was in the group. I don't know where the fuck I read this shit, but it was just some random chick. She was ranting about how niggas fucking. Nigga ain't fucking me right or some shit, big, small, or I don't know. The subject matter or the point that she was making was the nigga ain't hitting the pussy right, and if a nigga don't fuck her right, or if you don't fuck your girl right, you should get another nigga to hit the pussy right. Well, the reason I'm making that topic of discussion about this video is because I want to drop some knowledge. I really don't think a lot of women or men understand anatomy or understand the human body. Because when you say a person ain't hitting it right, that's a vague statement. Like, the moment you say a guy ain't hitting his pussy right, first of all, that's a private thing. Sex is something that takes place in a private setting, in a bedroom or wherever the fuck, between two people. And unless y'all videotaping the shit, that's between y'all two. Nobody knows that y'all even having sex when it's happening. Like, you're not fucking somebody and then you post on Facebook, yeah, he in this pussy right now. Like, as we speak, he in this pussy. With every stroke, you make a Facebook stat. No, that's not how the fuck that goes. Y'all fuck, y'all roll over, go to sleep, get up, whatever fuck you do after you fuck. When you having the sexual intercourse, you're not posting on Facebook. So it's a private setting, and it's it's something that takes place in a private setting. That's private. It's none of nobody's business that two people having sex any motherfucking way. So when you say a guy ain't hitting it right, that's a vague statement because you got to give details. And when you give details to what a guy does or does not do in the bedroom with you, you are then allowing people into your personal life. It's nobody's business that this guy didn't hit the pussy right or that guy didn't hit the pussy right. Even if you just meeting a new guy and y'all getting to know each other and you want to y'all want to take it to that level, it's none of his business that the guy previous didn't hit it right or something like that. Because when you have sex with a person, that's between you and that person. That's y'all personal shit. And that's just not something you should share with the world, that somebody didn't hit the pussy right. But that's my opinion. Right now, I'm finna get into the facts, the science behind this shit. I ain't gonna get no more of my opinion, because the first thing motherfuckers want to do when you get your opinion is argue with you and shit. I didn't make this motherfucking video for motherfuckers to argue with me. And sorry for the darkness, but I'm at work right now and y'all can't really see my background. You know what I'm saying? I work for the government, so a lot of shit that's in my background can't be on display. This ain't no catfish shit. Motherfuckers know, y'all know I ain't no motherfucking catfish, but I'm not in a place where I can show my background. So I got in trouble for that shit last time I put a video out, and I had a lot of shit in the background with the company logos and shit like that, and that shit came back to bite me in the ass. So fuck y'all if y'all think I'm a catfish or why I ain't showing my face. Fuck all of that bullshit. I really don't give a fuck about how you feel, because my job is more important than your fucking opinion. So, sorry for the darkness, but I'm at work. So, anyway, I'm gonna get into the science behind sex. First of all, whether you believe in God, if you atheist, whatever the fuck you are, we all agree that men have a penis and testicles, and women have a vagina. Inside those testicles is sperm. Sperm develops in testicles, and when two people have sex, the sperm reaches the egg, it's inside the vagina, and it creates a baby. Sex is designed to reproduce. Now, you get to a point in life where you can't generate sperm cells no more, and a woman can't generate eggs no more. So, what is your purpose in life after that? Everybody's purpose in life is to reproduce. You came out of your mama's womb with reproductive organs so that you could one day grow up and reproduce again, and so on and so forth. If you have any birth defects or some reason something happened to you that you can't make a baby, well, that's just something that happened to you that you can't make a baby. But by design, by nature, by science, by God, by whatever the fuck you want to call it, what's inside of your body, the body organs that's inside of you, is designed to reproduce. Sex is not for pleasure. Although every last person on earth probably has sex for pleasure, but that's not what the sex was designed for. 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 years ago, how many fucking years ago, man started walking the earth, or human beings started walking the earth, all they were doing was reproducing. A man and a woman got together, he put his dick in her, and she had a baby. He put his dick in her again, and she had another baby, and so on and so forth. Now, the pleasure of having sex feels good. Of course, pussy feels great, and I'm sure if women feel that dick feels great, I'm sure. I mean, look, it's a lot of motherfuckers on earth. It's a grillion people on planet earth, so sex must feel good. But the purpose of it, your purpose on this planet, is not to bust a fucking nut. So when you say out your mouth that he ain't hitting it right, or she ain't sucking my dick right, or whatever the fuck issues you got with the opposite sex about how they perform sexually, you have to understand the science behind this shit. I'm dropping knowledge on y'all. The opinion shit is out the door. I'm giving facts, science, scientific nature shit. Sex is not supposed to be for pleasure. Even though this shit feels good, that's not the purpose of it. Yeah, we can get biblical with this shit, but I'm not getting biblical because the biblical shit is opinions. Nobody can prove anything about the Bible or the Quran or the whatever the fuck your religion is. That's what you believe. That is a belief system. I believe in God, but it's a lot of atheist motherfuckers that don't believe in God. So for the sake of the atheist people who don't believe in anything religious, I'm gonna speak scientific shit. That way, no matter what the fuck you believe, if you got a dick or a pussy, you can believe that you got reproductive organs. Bodies have been dissected, and you can see the sperm cells in the eggs and so on and so forth. So it don't fucking matter what the Bible say. You are by design designed to reproduce, not for pleasure. So if you're not getting pleasure, that's something between you and that person. And it's not for Facebook or Twitter or IG or the internet, period, to have to laugh at a person, ridicule a person, or look down or talk down on a person, or think a person is less of a man or less of a woman because they can't perform sexually to your satisfaction and your gratification. We all got our needs and wants and desires and fetishes, and some people like their ass licked, some people like their toes sucked, and y'all some nasty motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like certain shit, and that's your opinion. I mean, that's your prerogative. You are an adult. You a human being. You got the free will choice to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And if certain things you like that get you off in the room, that's your prerogative. But prerogative is a synonym of opinion. Prerogative is not necessarily fact. That's why I'm dropping knowledge on y'all, because I'm gonna use a lot of words that pertain to you can do whatever you want to do, whatever you see fit, because you are an adult. But by design, sex is not for pleasure. I fuck like the next person fuck. So who am I to say that I don't get pussy for pleasure? But I'm not exempt from this notion that sex is just for reproduction, to create another human being. We were not placed on this earth to have sex and bust nuts. We're placed on this earth for a different purpose, and everybody got their own purpose. And that brings me to my next point. There are some people, men and women, men get prostate cancer, men get situations where they get impotent, they can't get a hard on, they get to the point where they can't create sperm cells. So no matter how much sex they have, they can't give a woman a baby because he's shooting blanks. And then you got women who have hysterectomies, and they have barren wombs, and they have uterus problems. They have their body shut down, and their reproductive system does not work anymore. Does not mean that human being is supposed to cease to exist. You still have a purpose on this earth to do whatever the fuck your purpose says you're supposed to be doing. And that purpose is not to bust nuts. But we have saturated sex. Sex is so saturated and so over, what's the word I want to say? Sex is overrated. That's the word I want to say. We all like to fuck. I like pussy. It's like the next nigga like pussy. And I'm sure females like dick just like the next female like dick. I understand, as a human being, the hormones and the desires that we have of our flesh. But the purpose of it, by science, and that's why I don't even want to say God, because there's some atheist motherfuckers who don't believe in God. And then if I do say God, now we got to get to the biblical Christian motherfuckers who want to go to the Bible and say, well, the Bible say this, that the bedroom is not defined and a man and a woman is married and they can do what they want. Y'all want to get into that religious bullshit. I'm not getting into that, because that's religion. That's a belief. You don't even know if there really is a God. You just believe that there is. Just like I believe that there is. I don't know for a fact. I haven't seen his face, but you can't tell me that he ain't there. But that's my belief. I'm going to set my beliefs aside and give you science. And science says that sex is for reproduction. The balls between my legs is designed to make a baby. I just put a condom on because I don't want to have a bunch of kids running around this motherfucking bitches digging in my pockets for child support and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's my choice. That's my prerogative. That's my opinion. That's how I live my motherfucking life. But it still don't make me exempt either. Sex is for reproduction. Making a baby. That's what sex is for. Animals have sex to reproduce, not for pleasure. If they don't have a baby, well, I guess they didn't have a baby that time. The purpose of having sex, though, is to have a baby. And you keep trying until you have a baby. Because just because you put your dick in the pussy don't mean she gonna get pregnant. So you bust a nut, rest, go to sleep, work, do something, find something to do with yourself, and try again the next time. You keep trying until you have a baby. It's really what it boils down to, the repetition of sex. When you constantly having sex with a person, the repetition part is supposed to be to continue to try to have a baby. But that was 50,000 years ago, when the earth was in its infancy, or I don't know how many fucking thousands of years. I just threw a number out there because it could be bigger than that. It's just the fact that people, women mostly, but men do it too. You ridicule each other because we ain't good in the bedroom. His dick small, his dick too small, his dick too big, his dick too skinny, his dick too fat, her pussy is blew out, and her titties is flat. And yeah, we all got a goddamn opinion about a motherfucker, and if it's sexual, you ridicule a person because they're human. Now, everybody is mortal. We all human. We all gonna fucking die. You gonna get old. You gonna go through a period of time where you're gonna have fatigue. You're gonna be tired, sleepy, weak. You know, All kind of shit's gonna happen to your body. Your body gonna go through changes. Women, ladies, I realize that the size of a man's dick is just, really fucking important to you. You ain't gonna be with a guy if his dick ain't proportionately sized to your liking. We understand this, but that is a prerogative, ladies. That's not a scientific fact. His dick does not have to be whatever the fuck size you say it's supposed to be in order for you to get pleasure. I've had this conversation with a girl. I'm not going to screenshot the inbox and put her out there, but I'm sure she's listening to this video, and I'm sure she's probably feels that I'm talking about her. But I'm just going to use that conversation for example, because I'm not necessarily talking about her, but this is a lot of women feel the way she feels. She says to me in the inbox that if a guy does not have at least 9 inches or more of dick, she cannot feel pleasure. I don't care what the science says. I don't care what everybody else says. If it's not at least 9 inches big, I can't get nothing off of that. And there's no sense in wasting my time. Now, of course, I didn't go back and forth with her. All I said was, okay, whatever. If that's what the fuck you feel, fine. Who gives a shit? Why does she feel the need to tell me that? I have the slightest clue how we even got on that subject in the inbox, but that's how she felt. Now, using that for example, that tells me that either she's uneducated or she's just stubborn and she does not want to, she wants to show it off to people. Because how would anybody know that he has 9 inches of dick if you don't tell him? This big dick, little dick shit with women, it's like, it's immature, and it shows the education level. If women were educated, the ones who prefer the large, like gigantic dick motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking 13 inches of dick all up in your chest cavity. The distance between the pussy and the chest cavity is probably 13 inches, maybe 14 inches of a length if you measure that shit. You pass all the organs up, you know what I'm saying? But whatever the fuck. Measure that distance. It's only so much distance between pussy and organs. So to say that a guy has to be so long, so many inches, is uneducated. That's not educational. It's not scientific. Now, what a man is born with is what he's born with. If a guy happens to have 13 inches, well, that's just what the fuck he got. He still can't use all 13 of it. Trust and believe he can't. At the most, he'll probably use half of that. At the most. Because she ain't got that much pussy. Anything after that is organs. And it is what it is. That's just a life he's going to have to live. He's going to have to live a life fucking bitches with half a dick. That's just who it, and that's just his life. I'm sure if he's walking around with that much dick, he has come into situations where women have said, no, I don't want you, you're too big. Or women say, fuck it, give me that dick. You know what I'm saying? They up to the challenge. But he can't put the whole thing in there. The average height of a woman is 5'7", 5'6", maybe. Okay, your legs are 3 feet long, so that's 3 feet off of the 5'7". Now you got 2 feet and 7 inches left of height. Your torso is 2 feet, so now you got 7 inches left from your waistline up to your top of your head. That's the other 2 feet. So you got 5 feet right there. Okay, you got 7 inches left of space. I would imagine that's the rest of you. That's your pussy. You know what I'm saying? If you 5'7". Now, just using that for example. This isn't to pick on this girl because, if that's her prerogative and that's her opinion and that's what she prefers. Just like I like a woman with a big ass and thick thighs and curves. That's just what I like. That's my prerogative. But doesn't mean that a skinny girl couldn't please me sexually. It doesn't mean that a girl who does not have a big ass or thick thighs or big titties or hips and shapes could not make me bust a nut. Because if my dick hard and she put her pussy on my dick and stroke it up and down, I'm gonna bust a nut. If she's skinny or if she thick. Whether I like it or not, if my dick hard and it's in some pussy, it's gonna bust a nut. That in itself says that my body does not give a fuck about what my mind says. My prerogative, my opinion, does not agree with my body. My body may just want some pussy. And if it's pussy that I'm getting and she just don't have a big old ass, I don't think my dick's gonna give a fuck. It's my choice to go have sex with girls with big booties and shit like that. But scientifically, a hard dick going into a pussy hole enough times is gonna ejaculate. Because that's just science. It doesn't matter what your prerogative is or what the fuck your opinion is when it comes to science. Take your intestines, for example, or your colon. When you gotta take a shit. Just for example, that's why I'm speaking on scientific shit. Take a shit. Or have to take a shit. Get the feeling of having to have a bowel movement. And your opinion is, in my opinion, I'm not going to take a shit. You going to shit on yourself. I don't give a fuck who you is. You can only hold that shit for so long. If you got to piss, same thing. You can hold it. But you can only hold it for so long before your opinion is overridden and you shit on yourself or piss on yourself. Same thing applies to sex. Now, put a dick in a pussy. Stroke it. That dick is going to bust a nut. She may not necessarily bust a nut because she may not like this guy, or he may be hurting her. Something is happening and she's not getting any stimulation out of it. But he's going to bust a nut. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. As far as the enjoyment of sex, that is between you and that person. Nobody's business. If you're not getting enjoyment out of the sex you having with the person you having it with, discuss it with that person. Tell that person what your prerogative is, what your opinion is. Stop being afraid to face and approach the person that you are intimate with, and tell that person honestly and truthfully, egos aside, look, your dick's small, but I'll still give you this pussy, but since you have a small dick, we need to have sex like this. And your dick is big, so since you have a big dick, we need to have sex like that. In these scenarios and situations, ladies, be more mature in your approach. Because immaturity does not, being immature and telling Facebook that he ain't hitting it right is not going to make him hit it right. If you like this guy and you gave him pussy before you knew that he couldn't hit it right, you decided to give him some pussy. So if it comes out that he didn't hit it right when you decided to give it to him, does that make him any less of the person that you thought he was before he had sex with you? That's a rhetorical question. Ask yourself this question. The day you decide to take your clothes off and get naked with this guy who didn't hit it right, quote unquote, does him not having sex with you in a way that was pleasing to you change his good nature, his physical attraction, his personality, whatever it is that caused you to get a wet pussy to have sex with him? Because you had sex with him. In order for you to say that he ain't hitting it right, you have to first have sex with him. Guys, same thing. She ain't sucking your dick right. She ain't riding the dick right. Whatever y'all motherfuckers griping about. When you decided to have sex with her and she didn't do it right, does that make her any less of a person? Does the individual that she was before you had sex with her change because the sex wasn't good? Because there's no... What is bad sex exactly? That's a number of things. Bad sex could be all kind of shit. But the bottom line of bad sex is nobody's fucking business but you and the person you had bad sex with. Scientifically, the shit is designed for reproduction, not pleasure. And if we want to talk about God, if some of y'all just feel some type of way and you think I'm just eliminating God, well, let's just put God into the equation. Okay, God made man and woman, gave man a dick and pussy. Gave man a dick, gave woman a pussy. Okay, every man is capable of pleasing a woman, no matter what the fuck he working with. Even if he take his pants off and you see that he ain't got nothing to work with, and it makes you laugh and you, oh my God, what the fuck you gonna do with that little shit? That is his flaccid form. Okay? Erect dick, even if it's small while it's erect, can still please you. You may not prerogatively like that small erect dick, but that's your prerogative. You have that prerogative, and it's your opinion that his little bitty little shit is not going to please you. But doesn't mean that it can't. Because scientifically it can. You just prefer a certain thing. Separate preference from science. Scientifically, y'all can be pleased, ladies. So, I don't really know what else to say to y'all. I mean, I can't force grown people to think and, really look at facts, because I'm giving y'all facts. I'm not giving you opinion. Straight facts. Everything I said you can look up. A woman's pleasure spot, G spot, whatever the fuck, stimulation spot, is 3 inches into the vagina. Every man has at the very least 3 inches of penis. Flaccid or erect, every man has at the very least 3 inches of penis. By scientific design of nature. A fucking dog got 3 inches of penis. So of course a human being man got 3 inches of fucking penis. Okay? No man wants to have 3 inches of penis. Of course we want to have 13 goddamn inches. Because we men, ego. Fuck. Hell yeah. If I had 13 inches of dick, I'd be trying to put all 13 inches in the bitch. But science is different from that. It's not necessary. A lot of things are freaks of nature. A lot of things are abnormal. A lot of things are out of the ordinary. But by nature, men and women are designed to reproduce when it comes to sex. Open mind, sharing knowledge, dropping knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, we all have fun. We all poke fun, crack jokes. But at the end of the day, everybody needs to know the truth. The truth is, every woman on planet Earth, every woman on planet Earth, even the porn star women who have multiple sex partners with huge monstrous size, oversized men penises coming in and out of their pussy, blowing they out, no walls, having ass bitches, even they can get pleasure from a person who's not well endowed. Yes, you can. The fact that you have not in the past, when you, whoever the fuck you had sex with that wasn't as big as the porn star guy that you was with, that's because you and that person didn't have a connection, or y'all didn't have a communication lines open. Something didn't take place between the two of y'all, and you didn't get the satisfaction you deserve. But if you're used to a certain kind of guy, stick with that kind of guy. Stop fucking everybody. Or give a guy a chance, because you never know, he may actually please you. Every man on planet Earth has the ability to please a woman sexually, because by design, by nature, it is already in him. Even if his stroke is not rhythmic. Some guys don't have rhythm. They coordination is all off. Go in and out the pussy. If you hit that motherfucking G-spot, she gonna bust a nut. I've tested this many times. Many times in my life. 32 years old. I've had a lot of sex. I've had good sex and bad sex. I've experimented with trying to please a girl who says she can't nobody please her. Ain't nobody ever made me come. And I go in the pussy. Wasn't even trying. I mean, really just in and out, back and forth. No left and right strokes. No circular strokes. No dancing dick. No kind of effort or creative way of stroking the pussy. Just dick in, dick out. And she squirted on my dick. You know why? Because I was punching her G-spot. I wasn't even holding her waist. I wasn't even touching her. I was just standing up, doggy style, going in and out, because I didn't even want to have sex with this bitch. I was drunk, and I just did it. And I wanted her to get the hell out of my house. She wouldn't leave. I didn't want to be a mean person and put her out and give her what she wanted. But it took me to get drunk to even get an erection for her. And she squirted on my dick. This is the girl who says nobody's ever made her come. Now, it wasn't urine, so how the fuck did I make her bust a nut? And I wasn't even trying to perform. This is open mind, dropping knowledge. Hope y'all learned something. Holla at your boy. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos in the future. My music, philosophies, or just funny shit. Whatever the fuck. If I just feel like just posting a fucking video and talking shit. Holla at your boy. Deuces.